Hello everyone, I'm Lokesh. I have recently completed my BTech Civil Engineering in SRM University, Chennai. And then I worked in American Express Bank for 3 months. And I was not satisfied with the job because I studied civil engineering and what I was doing was completely different. So I left my job. While working itself, I actually was looking for some civil construction related job, but I wasn't finding any job at that time. Then through one of my friend, I got to know about Prayojana. Once I got to know about Prayojana and how they are helping students in getting practical knowledge, I left the job actually. Then I came to Bangalore. I spoke with Ashok sir first and asked me to sir, can I join there? He said, okay, you join here. We are ready to help you. And then I came to Bangalore because in Bangalore there are so many projects that are going on compared to Chennai. So I came to Bangalore and I attended assessment test for this institute, and they said, Lokesh, you're not up to the mark, you have to improve or else it will be very actually associated or else it will be difficult for you. You have to work hard, then only you will be getting some kind of good knowledge and exposure. I said, okay sir, I'm ready to work hard, I'll do my best. I said like that. Then Ashok sir, then I had safety session. That session was fully about safety, and mainly they taught us about the importance of safety helmets, safety shoes, and without that how people are getting affected by. And risk in not wearing all those things. So got to understand about the minimum criteria which they expect in site. That is not for their safety, for your safety only, and how they are how you should be safety oriented while working in site. Then after that I went to L&T site. It was a very big site, and it was very good moment for me going into big site with the help of Ashok sir. There I went as engineering trainee for JSP JSP company, as they were subcontractor for the L&T site for fixing doors and window. There I got to understand how they are fixing doors and window for everything, how they are taking measurement, orientation, door orientation, everything I got to understand. Then after that, here I got to understand. Here I got to attend Natarajan sir class also, QA and QC. That is about quality assurance and quality control, which is very very needed for all of us to know, because material which you are using in construction should be good enough, or else it won't withstand all the loads and loads, everything. So he taught about how to do testing for cement, steel, sand, everything he taught us. Then after that, I attended Anand sir class. It was actually about residential interiors, and in that class, sir taught about everything about residential interiors. Okay, from A to Z he taught, right from getting how they are getting clients to how they are finishing up of their installation. I got to know about that. Then it was very interesting class personally for me. Then after that, I got to understand. Then after that, what happened is then as I was very interested in interiors, sir sent me to Chennai, as I was from Chennai, and he asked me to work for Tata Zudio, that retail outlet. I went there and learned about commercial things which will be helpful for me in future if I get into commercial interiors. There I got to learn about how to read drawings, and there were actually plenty of drawings. Okay, that time only I got to know so much of drawing there. Structural drawing were there, electrical conduit drawing was there, fire extinction drawing were there, MEP drawing were there. So much of drawing were there. I thought everything will be in one drawing, so it was new for me, and the site engineer taught me how to read drawings and all, and like what are the glasses they are using in commercial interiors to make it attractive and also for safety purpose. Then sir gave me another opportunity in Chennai to go with homeline site measurement executive. There I got to understand how they are taking the measurements for each building, each room and all. Then how they are doing site masking and all, I got to know from them. It was like very useful for me. Then I came back here to Bangalore. Sir taught us Suresh Kumar, Radhakrishnan sir taught us about like Primavera software, which is like very useful for all of us going forward. And it was like good and interesting class. He taught us how to do all those things like very easy and like very perfectly, and he gave us assignments to make ourselves like very good enough in that. Then after that we went to like Team Baker's factories and all. Team Baker factory, I got to understand how they are like manufacturing their materials for site installation, right from like cutting, pasting, edge binding to how they are transporting the materials. It was like good. It was like a very informative class for all of us. Then I was like then I got like very good amount of knowledge in interiors and interest to compared to like structural thing. Then we went to like Kila Chandra doors. There we saw about how they are preparing, how they are manufacturing doors, how they are dispatching doors, everything I got to understand there. Then we went to Homeland Center. There we got to see what are the how they are doing this thing, wardrobe, kitchen unit, kind of doors, shutters, and whatever they are using. I got to know about all these things. Then after that we had like soft skills class on like our personality development. There we'll be taught how you should behave in interview, how you should like speak in interview. Everything they taught us. It was like we had like 2-3 good soft skill classes for our batch. It was like very informative, and like they will definitely help you in some way to crack the interview. Okay, you've actually got practical knowledge from all these experts, and here like practical. If you have practical knowledge also, people are expecting like some kind of good personality to take you into their companies. So you'll get to know about all these things over in soft skill classes. Then in every weekend we'll be having some site visits or site visits or design class. Even we have classes on Sundays. Ashok sir won't leave us because industry experts will be having holidays only on Sunday. So they will come and teach us something, like not something which will be very very useful for us in future going forward. And we had all this kind of classes here. Then they will help us to crack the interviews before the interviews and all. Before those who are going for interviews and all, people, Ashok sir will guide him, will give him like few good suggestions, like how to speak to interviewer, how to speak to interviewer, how to introduce yourself, how to be confident. Confidence is the biggest thing for all of us to crack the interview, in fact. And he'll motivate you in such way you will get confidence and crack interviews. And like so much of practical knowledge I got while I was in like college and all. I was getting only theoretical reading. It was actually a bit boring also. But here you have to go down to site, you have to work there, you have to see how they are doing, and sometimes you will also get to do with them. That and all, like it will be a bit interesting if you're like looking forward for learning, and if you're into learning, if you're like want to learn or not, it will be very interesting and it will be easy compared to theories actually. And theories, and like theories, so like I felt once I went to site and all, felt like what we are studied is like not even 10 to 15%, what they are doing inside. So it is actually different kind of thing. Different kind of thing they will teach you, not different kind of things, they will teach you practical knowledge which will be different for all the students. And like it was good for all of us to come here and learn all these things, and getting good job. I got placed in like Design Cafe in Mumbai with the help of Ashok sir and Prayojana team. I could like to thank all the staff who took classes for me, everyone. I'm very happy, sir, for giving me the opportunity, and I could suggest everyone to take this course and succeed forward in your life. Thank you.